Hello guys, this is a road trip I'm doing from Newcastle all the way to Montenegro in Greece. It's over 4,000 miles across 17 days and 13 countries, driving through France, Switzerland, Italy, the Balkans and more, mostly avoiding big cities as I'm focusing on nature and scenic routes. The final destination is Montenegro before heading back to Newcastle, and I'm filming and uploading as I go. Every episode covers a different day or section of the route. Please subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to follow along. Thank you. Good morning from Risan in Montenegro. So I'm leaving now the town to go to Albania, and I've got a long drive of about 7 hours and 10 minutes, and that would be 430 kilometers. I heard the roads are quite rough, so this explains why it's such a long journey. So hopefully it goes okay. I should be in Albania at 3 p.m. if I don't make any stops, but most likely I'll have to make at least 1 or 2 stops. So we are in traffic now in Kotor, which was the city that I was meant to be exploring yesterday, but I couldn't. To be fair, it has a similar style to Risan, the town I was in yesterday instead. Yeah, oh that's the castle. Yeah, I can see how steep it is to get to the top. So I'm glad I didn't do it yesterday, because that would have been quite hard to do, especially after a long day already. So yeah, it looks fascinating though, because it's built over an extremely slopey edge of the mountain. So that is quite interesting. Very, very interesting. I'll try to take videos with the better camera to capture that. So you can see here, it's very, very interesting, built over a very slopey edge of the mountain. Wow. So now I know why this journey is going to take that long. So many sections of the road so far are like this, and people are flying, but with this car I can't do more than like 25 or 30 kilometers an hour, because it's, I mean, the road, you can see the road condition is just miserable. I think it's just under construction, but like like most of the roads are like this. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle, and there's a long section of the road is going to be like that. Look at that nice view of the coast, very nice, incredible. So there is a lake that I'm going to now. It's called Lake Skadar, and it's one of the highlights in Montenegro and Albania. It's shared between the two countries, so I'm going there first for a quick stop. I'll try to kind of cut it short. Anything less than an hour would be perfect. So I'm going to a viewpoint. I'll probably fly the drone there, and then take some videos, have something to eat, and then keep going. So it won't be like a long stop. So we are getting closer to the lake. The roads were okay-ish to the lake so far, apart from that section which was basically gravel roads, and yeah, it was horrendous. But then it gets better, and now this is the final section, which is a bit rough, but that is for the next 8 minutes. Let's say 6 minutes, but I've done already about 2 minutes now, and then we get to the lake. As you can see here, it's just basically one lane with a few passing points in case you encounter somebody coming from the opposite way. So a bit rough, but not too bad. So this is Lake Skadar. There we go. So I just left the lake and we're back on the road. with 5 hours and 36 minutes to do before we arrive to the destination. So a bit of a drive. So one thing I would need to do when I get to the border, which is not far off from here, obviously the checks and all of that, but then as soon as you step out of the border, not literally, like as soon as you kind of drive off the border, you need to get something called a green card, which is like an insurance, third-party insurance for your car, and it's usually via an Albanian sort of insurance company, because you can't drive a car with, I mean, usually your insurance from the UK would cover you for so many countries except a few, and one of them is Albania. So you would need to get that sort of green card insurance from Albania itself, from the border. And I think when I checked online, I think it would cost something around 40 to 50 pounds depending on your car. But I'll see how much it costs me and I'll mention that. So we are gonna cross the border now. I can see the gates here, and this is where we will get the green card. Alright, so I just finished from the border. It took me about an hour and a half, including getting the green card, which costed me about 55 euros. He said originally the price is 50 if you paid in cash, but he added 5 more because I'm paying with a card, which is ridiculous, but that was the only place I could get the green card from. And police officers just told me that you could just skip getting the green card, but I didn't want to take any risks because you're going to get fined a hefty amount of money if you don't have a green card. The green card shop was between the Montenegro border as you exit and the Albanian one as you enter Albania. Oh yes, and also regarding the green card, so I have been told by the police officers at the border that I can just keep driving and get it further down. I have to tell you, I didn't see any other shops to sell this green card, and they were trying to push me to do that, so I'm glad I didn't do it, and I just purchased the green card from the border itself, because I didn't find any other shops to do it. And if you drive a car with a different number plate, you will be targeted, you will be stopped, and probably they will ask you, the police officers, to show them your green card, and if you don't have it, you'll get fined. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but I think it was something roughly about 800 euros or something like that. These are police officers. I don't know. I don't know why they stopped on the side of the road. We still have got quite a lot to drive, 4.5 hours left. I mean, mostly are roads that are quite, I mean, they're like this, so 2 lanes, but the speed limit is just painful. We're talking 50, 60, maximum of 80, and that 80 will be just a very small distance, and then you go down to 50 or 60 kilometers an hour. Yeah, so that's quite painful. So we are just in the first city in Albania after you cross the border, which is called Skadar, and I think this is where the police officers told me to get the green card from, but even here I couldn't find the any officers that advertise for that. So we are in the motorway and the state of the motorway is just incredible. So it's 90 kilometers an hour. I think in the entire country the maximum speed limit is 110, but this road is 90. But like the road condition is not good. I was actually wrong. So the motorway in Albania, there are 2 sort of levels. One is I think the speed limit is 90, and this one is 130 kilometers an hour, which is good. And the conditions on this one is actually okay. Not the best, but a lot better than what I've been driving on just earlier. I don't think I'm going to stay on this nice road for quite a while. I think it's just 19 kilometers and then I'll exit and go back to the bad roads. So we're getting to the toll booth now. I think yeah, card should be accepted here, hopefully. We'll see how much it costs. I mean, the road condition was absolutely not great, so I hope it's not too expensive. So it was 250 euros, which I think it's not an expensive amount of money, but I think such road should be free actually, because it wasn't a great road anyways. But here we are, and it drops now to 90. Yeah, so I think there's definitely some nature spots, nice ones in Albania, but I don't think I'm going to stop at any of them, and I don't think you will just see them accidentally on the major roads like these. So yeah, but it's something I've noticed, that the nature is almost entirely just like this. So I'd have to be fair, because whatever experience I'm going through at the moment in Albania is not giving the full picture, because I'm not stopping at nice spots. All I'm doing is just literally driving through the roads to get to Himarë, and that will be it. And that doesn't paint the proper picture for the country. So my experience is quite limited, because I've seen like people going to extremely nice places in Albania, but I don't have the time to go to these places, unfortunately, so my experience is quite limited. We'll see what Himarë is about, and that might just make me feel a lot better about what I've experienced so far, starting from the border and then the roads and the drivers. So yeah, we'll see. But like, this is not what Albania is about, because there's so much to see that I won't be able to cover. So I've seen quite a few mobile speeding cameras along this way on the motorway. Not many speeding cameras, like fixed ones, but there are lots of mobile ones. We're driving into the mountains now. We're going uphill, and I suspect we might get some nice views. Yeah, we're getting nice views now, so that's nice. At least towards the end we've seen something like worth it. So we've got 27 minutes more to go, so not long, thankfully, because this journey has been quite painful, absolutely painful. I don't mind driving for long, absolutely not, because I love driving, but like when you put like major roads that connect two cities and you set the speed limit at 50 kilometers an hour or 60 kilometers, and sometimes it drops to 40, this is torture, honestly. Yeah, the views are definitely getting better now, and that's nice. I think we're descending now, but we were at the top of a mountain and now we're going down, and we're being treated with nice views. Yeah, very nice. Finally the sign to Himarë. Yeah, about 12 minutes to get there. I could see the sea from far behind. So when I was going down and I saw the sea, that is basically the one that is next to Himarë. Right, I'll try and make sure that you can see the sea from here, if possible. Oh yeah, I think you can now with this turn. So it's absolutely beautiful, very nice. Hopefully we get some nice sunset views this evening, because you can see the sun here. It was a bit cloudy earlier on, but now the clouds are disappearing, which is nice. Usually people would like have their bikes in the back of their vans or cars when they go for like trips. But this guy, look, he's got a whole car. Oh gosh. So finally I'm at the last turn. I'll turn left here.
And left. Then your destination will be on the left.
Finally. Gosh, that was a long ride. Oh. So we are just here in this weird road. Hopefully the car would manage. There's a massive pothole there, but yeah, finally made it. So that's the hotel slash Airbnb. Finally made it. Quite a rough ride to get to the car park, but we made it. And I saw a nice viewpoint of the entire city. I don't know if you can see it, but this is where I'm planning to have a look at the city and also fly my drone. Not sure where exactly to park, maybe just over here, like reverse, I don't know, because looks like I'm the only one who's here, probably. Finally made it. So finally made it to Himarë, to the hotel. This is my view, which is quite nice. I'll show you the room itself, which was quite nice actually. And so you get lots of beds, I don't know why. Small TV, relatively big actually, the bathroom. So quite simple but spacious. I think it was £39, which is not too expensive and not too cheap either. But I'm happy. So this is where we're gonna have breakfast in the morning. I decided to go for seafood. It's about 20 minutes walk from here. I'll need to get my jacket because it's a bit windy, and I suspect it'll be a bit windier the closer I get to the sea. So I'm just walking now to the restaurant for some seafood. There's not much actually to do in Himarë. Basically there is one castle that you can go to just to have a nice view of the entire city, and then you just stroll around the beach, but there's not much else to do. Now I've got the drone with me and I checked and it was fine to fly it, so if I can have a view of the city with the drone, I don't see a point of needing to go to the castle, to be fair, especially with me now not having any energy to do much because of the long trip. Honestly, it was about, so I started driving at 8 AM roughly, if not slightly earlier, and I have got here at about 6 PM. So it was a very long journey, held back by the border and also the road conditions were just not ideal. So yeah, so there's and it's about 6:45 now, so it's too late already. So one thing I should have done is bring some cash, because the highly recommended restaurant here only accepts cash, and I don't have any cash. I mean, I do have cash, but it's not enough to cover for a meal. And so I went, I'm going for the second best option, which accepts card. So it's highly recommended that you bring some cash with you. So that was one encounter that required cash. The same thing at the border with the green card, they only accepted cash. So better to just bring some cash for these circumstances. So that's the restaurant I'm going to. It's very close to the coast. Sorain. We'll see what the food is like and decide if it's worth it or not. So sadly the restaurant is closed today, so I'm not sure where I'm going, so I'm gonna just keep walking, hoping to find a restaurant. I'm having no luck these days with food. Yesterday it was that place that only accepts cash, and I had no cash, so I had to leave. And today the place is closed. I don't know if that place sells food. I'll just kind of, now there's no choice. Like, I can't be picky. I just have to go anywhere that offers food. So that place only sells drinks. So I'm going to another restaurant, and we'll find out if they have they accept card payment. That's the struggle, and there's no ATMs nearby. So we're going somewhere called Skadar Restaurant, which is part of a hotel. Hopefully they would accept card. So this is the moussaka I ordered. We'll just taste it and see what's it like, and I'll put a rating. So the food was nice actually. It was €9, so €7 for the moussaka and €2 for the Sprite. But it's extremely quiet, the city, and the hotel that I'm in actually, even this hotel. So this is a restaurant attached to a hotel. And I asked the staff, like, why is it like this? They said, oh yeah, it's because it's not the tourism season. But I mean, it's beginning of May, but you can barely see anybody. So this is the place, Stolis. So yeah, it's a nice place, but very, very quiet. And even during the tourism season, she said not many people come here actually, which is surprising because it's a nice place, I think. So we are at the beach now. As you can see, it's very, very quiet, as in like not many people. You can see that as a positive or a negative. For me, I think it's a positive thing. Yeah, I think I'm the only tourist here at the moment. The city is just so quiet, extremely quiet, surprisingly, because I think it's got a great potential, but not many people are here. Of course it had to rain towards the end, and I had to run for my life because it was quite heavy rains, and I wasn't fully prepared because I didn't expect it to happen. And then the walk to the hotel is all like uphill. So yeah, the last few bits, when I say bits, it's like 5 minutes, was all uphill. So I had to run uphill, and I'm shattered now, and I'm soaking. So I'll just take a shower and have an early night sleep. Good night.